From the bustling airways of Cydonia to the rugged frontier, REDROCK truly is a place like no other. It's a land of bounty hunters and crime lords, magicians and mechanists, alchemy and the arcane, revolvers and steam. The REDROCK Podcast is an actual play of a homebrew setting for Fantasy Flight's Genesys. This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, businesses, places, events, locales, and incidents are either the products of the party's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental.
And we are back with REDROCK. Welcome back. We're here. Just as a reminder, my name is Josh. I am the master of games, the master of ceremonies, and the master of being absolutely livid with Evan back. Holy hell, dude.
All the
Keep
time.
it together.
And the master of the
I'm joined on this eve, the night of my wedding. That's not true. I am joined tonight by one Jaden.
There's me.
Just one.
Yep, I'll be playing your parrot today. Thank you very much.
He's Viceroy.
The
If
parrot.
you're just joining us, he's terrifying.
Dear God.
We're also joined by the talented, the plaid-wearing Hunter.
That's me.
That's him.
Sure. Take your word for it.
You can trust me.
I'm pattern blind. I don't know what I put on
I
this
didn't know
morning.
that was a thing.
Sure
Did you
is.
not you didn't realize you were wearing plaid.
Exactly. So thank you.
I just called you out.
But
Well,
now I
you
know my ensemble is fine, I guess.
Can you see the
I've seen you wear
colors?
that ensemble.
Yeah,
so
of
many
course.
You can see that you've got
So
like
you know that
specific colors.
There's blue and there's white and there's gray, but you can't see the fact that your shirt is black.
Do you just not have like? Do you
No,
just
so you
not know
see-
what plaid was?
Oh, it's all a blur.
Oh, okay.
It's varying gradients in different shapes.
Oh.
yeah,
Is it
yeah.
like
Okay.
pixelated or
No, there's no censorship in my brain.
oh?
Oh, we can test
That-
that.
I can say with certainty that that is true. And finally, last and definitely least,
Yeah.
Evan, why don't you introduce yourself?
Do it.
No balls.
I don't think I want to anymore. I'm Tiffany.
Where last we left,
Shut up, you nerd.
people had just finished eating mostly Athica's food and a very little bit Gladys's food.
I dodged the bullet of consuming more of Gladys's food.
You want to
big-
dodge this bullet?
The big bad evil guy of the campaign so far
Gladys's
being
pie.
social discourse and Gladys's pie.
Sounds like a euphemism.
This episode of Humans and Households is brought to you by Corporate Megastore. Buy things.
Because we have them.
So,
I'm so sorry.
what are y'all doing? Everybody's
We're
in their seats.
preparing.
Yeah, you're preparing.
I'm getting ready to do.
Are you-
Do we have? Has our mystery gunner shown up yet?
Are you still stretching?
Yes, absolutely.
Were you present, Jaden, when the mystery gunner was alluded to? Nobody actually ever
I was.
claimed that she was going to be there.
I don't remember.
I believe Hunter, while doing things with Hawthorne and talking to people about it, was talking to Sereth.
Julie might have. I mean, Tommy might have been there.
Tommy might have
I
been
was
there.
part of the effort with.
Arnul?
I'm just saying that,
Arnold.
while you as a player might know more about this, all that happened there was he said, if I remember, if I'm quoting this correctly, myself and one of the best marksmen in the area are going to be holding a gun show.
Okay.
And then Sereth responded something to the effects of, "Oh, I didn't know, I didn't realize she was back in town."
Shade thrown.
So I guess I'm kind of like warily keeping an eye out for
Okay.
some kind of mysterious gunslinger figure to approach. But if I'm not seeing her, then I'm going to start in the next like 2 minutes.
The only person who arrives that has a gun on them that you can see is the man in the tall white hat who's not taken a seat. But he has, as I mentioned in the previous episode, a big iron on his hip.
Big iron on his head.
Big iron.
Yep, that's how it goes.
That's the song that
That's
I
the
was
song.
referring.
Okay, I guess I'm just going to start giving like some grandiose. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to greatest gun show your town has ever seen, probably.
All right.
I get that quiet.
Roll some charm.
Okay.
The difficulty being.
Oh shoot!
I'm going to give him a light show. Or I'm gonna like show up behind him and just—it's gonna be intense, dude.
Just my silhouette, like on Broadway when they do the big like.
Absolutely. And then like it's gonna start
see,
like
wicked.
they're gonna start. My spotlight's gonna
Okay,
be
so
roving.
he's
It's gonna
give
be
you
nuts.
A boost die.
2 boost. I'll say 2 boosts for his light show.
Good thing I have
because
to.
the difficulty is daunting.
Okay.
Four?
Good thing I'm using
That is
my
4.
presence, which is 1.
Do you have any ranks in charm?
No.
Four purples.
Oh
Yeah,
right, sorry.
That's one of the few things this game gets right. Is public speaking's real difficult.
That's crowds are hard to sway.
I'm gonna roll in the wood because the sound make click clack.
Yeah, we're dice goblins here. We like the click clack. Wow,
That was a really good roll. Just you
Yeah.
folks at home, I'm looking
They
at these
are-
dice right now.
Listen,
They're listening. They hear you.
loud and clear.
They're paying attention. They're not
Do you only
booing
have
you.
one?
They're not
dice?
heckling you.
I have 1 presence. Charm is presence.
Do you have any charm?
No,
Oh,
it's all
Jesus.
deception.
He's a con man. He's not very good at making.
I have coercion.
Wow.
I could convince them to have a good time, or else.
He would have an easier time
Telling them.
imposing the memory, trying to convince them that they had a good time afterwards,
Yeah,
than he would actually
make
helping them
I'm
have
impressed.
a good time.
Honestly.
Yeah, no, they're listening. They're attentive.
If this is any indication of how I'll be rolling when we're shooting later,
You have
then-
2 soak.
They are
I have 2 soak.
waiting with bated breath.
ladies and gentlemen, and as the lights kind of dim, can we get fog? I don't know. I'm not gonna ask too much.
I can actually make fog. I
can conjure
drop it.
fog.
I
Do it.
conjure
How
some
much fog?
Do it.
I'm going to.
A substantial amount.
I'm gonna.
Fog
small
cloud
amount?
I'm going to increase the difficulty here and create a substantial amount of fog.
Okay. I would say at base difficulty for for a conjure spell, you can have like a short range
Oh,
fog
man.
cloud,
It's gonna
and
make it harder
every
for us.
every increase of difficulty will
I haven't
increase
done
the
max
range
level.
band, so you'll get bigger and bigger fogs.
Okay. So that would be an average check then
For a medium fog.
for medium fog. I'm gonna make it hard.
Okay, just a bunch of fog.
This is gonna be way too much fog.
We get it.
too much fog.
Viceroy Fate.
Oh, fog.
And this fog's like pea soap.
Oh, this is not gonna be great. Oh no, never mind.
It
It's all
might be
fine.
great.
2 success. So
Oh,
I get 2 success worth of fog
Yeah, there's fog.
in a long distance.
I was hoping it would like filter in around my ankles, but it's probably like about here.
There's like a brief moment where it's filtering in at your angles, and then just a large gush that kind of like
Ladies
goes-
and
and since you're a dwarf, so you're not terribly short, but you're not terribly tall.
I've listed my height as 4'4".
Yeah, so you it kind of the rolling wave of fog just barely goes over
you
your
big
mouth.
enough to shoot that
I
gun?
wish I was on like a platform, like I could.
Yeah,
rise
you guys
up.
could have built a
like
platform. but you're
Jesus.
not.
Just
stand on the table. Yeah.
And the
I do
challenge
it.
tears through.
Jesus, known platform stander.
Platform standard, yeah. It's a kind of platform. I stand up on a table if I can, so that
Okay.
way I'm above the
Yeah, I
fog
mean-
and it's correctly dramatic.
Unless you're gonna like backflip onto it,
I-
I'm not gonna make you roll anything.
Could become a stepping stool for you.
That sounds
This
terrifying and
sounds like a
dangerous.
bad idea. This sounds like
It
we're
sounds
pressing
like
on
a good way to lose a foot, and it sounds like a good way for him to forfeit and for me to win.
So do it, absolutely.
So what I'm saying is, no. I was
No.
nodding my head while saying
We're all
that,
nodding.
which was actually significantly difficult. I didn't realize
Yeah.
how hard that would be.
Anyway,
You're very smart. I was shaking.
He's shaking his
he's
It-
shaking his head.
This
This
is
really
not a
doesn't
good-
work in podcast
It's not a
form.
good bit for a podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming in from the far fledges of this great planet,
They can't hear you.
they can hear you.
There's no. He's yelling.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen,
You got a megaphone.
yeah,
We're just one of
Roger.
the cone ones. It's not an electronic.
yeah. I'm not flipping a fate point to get a megaphone. What's wrong with you?
Take a piece of paper.
We have
You gotta announce that next time.
in
I didn't.
the brown corner one of the best marksmen on this planet, standing here before you today, Tiffany.
Yeah.
And in the other corner, me. And I sort of jump off the front and land dramatically and pull out my gun.
A voice calls out from the crowd. Aren't you forgetting somebody?
And ears perking up, kind of hoping.
Standing up in kind of the midsection of the crowd, dressed in a black tailcoat with top hat. Just think like every female steampunk protagonist in anything.
Thigh-high lace-up boots.
Thigh-high lace-up boots.
High-heeled boots.
Yeah, and corset and like all of that.
Just like when a girl's going into convention, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna be steampunk.
I'm gonna be steampunk.
Brown dress.
Brown dress. No, she's all black. It's all like a tux, kind of like a magician's assistant, except steampunk
And Mars.
And as she stands up and you all look at her, you watch. She puts her arm up as in a flash of very, very dark, rich purple light, this very elegant sniper rifle forms in her hand, and now she's kind of resting it over her shoulder. Tiffany, you recognize this woman.
Desdemona.
Now, I think one of y'all must have forgotten my invitation.
You weren't invited.
Well, your poster right here, she points, and the gun dematerializes once again.
It's going to take 2 more strain to summon back.
Unless
We got her.
Unless she has prepared spell, or
I mean, prepared spell is once per session.
blood magic, or literally like there's so many.
There's so many
There's
things.
so many ways. You don't know.
No, we got her.
It's definitely.
She's just gonna keel over one time.
She refers to your poster and she says the finest sharpshooter in Red Rock, and I believe that title belongs to
Me.
Well, I'm here too. It so happens we have a third spot available. Mysterious stranger,
No.
Desdemona, I believe.
Rightly so.
Everyone, welcome Desdemona. Inside a round of applause if I can.
It's gonna be another charm check.
Sweet. I'm excellent at those.
I'm gonna decrease the difficulty once. Because everybody's confused.
2 instead of 3.
And clapping is an easy thing.
And clapping is an easy thing to get people to do, so it's hard now. 3.
3. Got it.
I'm going to simulate some clapping.
Take some boost there.
Just
I'm
one.
actively not clapping.
Take a step back.
Take a
Really?
step back.
Okay. Rip you.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Is Desdemona clapping?
No.
Damn it. I was hoping for another
She's
boost.
too cool. She's too cool to clap.
Well, she could slow clap for herself.
Well, she's
Nope.
rematerializing her gun.
No.
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 One failure, one
Failure and
setback.
threat. Setback. I don't know.
That's a threat.
Threat.
That's a threat.
I'm,
He calls
this
him
is
wrong.
a setback does. Don't
Somebody
worry.
from somebody who's not even at the
Boo.
event, who you, at their calling out, you realize they're sitting on their roof, calls out, "Who's she?"
Apparently, a competitor.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Well, what say we get to the shooting? And I take my spot.
Oh, I have a thing for this.
She strides.
Yeehaw!
She strides confidently down the bleachers steps.
Now, I had a coin to determine who goes first, but
Does anyone have a 6-sided die?
probably. Hold on. Yep. I do.
Can we draw straws or something? You guys didn't have a contingency for me arriving? You
No.
really weren't expecting
I
me?
pull out a 6-sided
wasn't.
die.
I thought I lost in Cydonia.
1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6.
No. And I roll.
I pointed to myself for 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, you determine.
You rolled a 4.
So was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Yeah, so it's you.
Haha.
Because we can hear you pointing.
Save the worst for first. Because it rhymes. I take my place, and I'm hoping a hush falls over the crowd, so I don't get distracted.
There's a hush just for long enough to, right as you feel like you're about to shoot, and then, shoot already!
Fine. I
Shoot already! There it is.
I shoot. I take aim at the closest target.
Alright, so the first target's at medium range.
You can use a second maneuver and take 2 strain to aim a second time, and it'll give you 2 boost.
You don't have to suffer the strain, because you're not in a time constraint to shoot. It's not timed.
In that case.
So you can just aim twice, and then wait around, and then shoot, because it's not structured combat.
Okay, I'll do that, I guess. Are you rolling difficulty, or is this?
The difficulty's average, because it's medium
Because
range.
it's medium, so 2.
Yep.
So that's 2 success and 1 advantage is the noise it makes, but more realistic than that.
I'm going to add gunshot.
Yeah, it's not a bullseye, but you hit. It's clean.
Now I lift my.
That was 2 success. 1 advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you use my 1 advantage to put strain on whoever goes next?
Sure. Evan's worried, or Tiffany's worried because you didn't miss, and he was expecting you to.
My turn.
You first.
This is medium range target, ladies and gentlemen. It's like golf,
Double aim.
except when they hit, it's
and
as
then
loud
I'm
as a
gonna
gunshot.
Go ahead and cast Augment as my prepared spell.
Ooh, fancy.
So that means I don't take strain. I get to add that.
Guess it's not cheating.
Oh, I'm gonna cheat.
Does
Don't
this
worry.
count as a target who's not taken a turn in combat yet?
It is incapable of taking a turn in combat.
I'm gonna say yes.
Really?
Yes.
I would say no, but okay.
That's your call, your funeral.
Hunky dandy.
Okay.
Thank
This
you.
seems
Well,
to be a
hunky
fine.
dandy.
This seems to be a fine kettle of craps.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's rolled.
Oh, and what a roll it is.
What the result?
As he
counting.
carefully calculates and tallies
So
his
that's
results.
3 success, 2 advantage.
3 success, 2 advantage, marginally better than Arnold.
Yep, you get a cleaner shot and closer to the center. Ding.
We shared it like just terrible looks with each other.
They were sensual.
All right, Desdemona steps up to the plate.
I would like to cast a spell.
All right.
I would like to curse Desdemona.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
Where, you're the bouncer, yeah.
This whole thing. He is the
You're
bouncer.
the bouncer.
I'm the bouncer.
But he
Oh,
was,
I'm
he was
also- I'm
fog
also-
machine and light show.
I'm also fog machine. I'm also light show. I'm specifically giving us enough light here so that it is a well belit spectacle.
You have quite
I'm
the
gonna
resume,
put you
sir.
at medium range from her.
This is fine. So I believe that means I have to increase the range.
You do in order.
I'm going to
encompass
use.
her.
I'm going to take 2 threat and overcharge
Okay.
to increase the range.
Yep.
She's gonna dispel her life essence.
What
I'm-
curse are you? What curse effects are you casting here?
Yeah, let me.
A curse of shoot bad.
So I'm removing one.
Wait, I cast shoot good.
I cast shoot good. She cast shoot
I'm
bad.
decreasing the ability of her skill by 1.
Yeah, that's the normal.
That's the
effect.
normal thing.
That's what curse does.
I'm also going to. She doesn't have any setbacks, so there's no need for me to do
No.
that. I can't really do a lot of these other things here. I'm just gonna add Enervate on there also as an overcharge.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
So there's gonna be a lot of threat on this.
Yeah.
Man, I feel bad. I don't have any magic cards.
Are you
play
going
on
to
me.
try and cast this subtly?
Oh yes.
Okay. You're gonna upgrade the difficulty once for that,
Mm-hmm.
and twice more.
So here's-
Upgrade or
here's some-
increased?
Upgrade. so it's upgraded 3 times total.
Yep. Okay. Okay. I got it.
What was your difficulty before that?
Average.
Okay, so it's 2 reds and a purple.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's that.
Jesus.
If you get caught, this whole thing is derailed.
No.
Just so you know.
Then I'm just some crazy robot doing crazy robot magic things.
Oh, but you might not get
No,
caught,
no,
actually.
I'm totally. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be so great. So great, in fact, that I have 5 threat and 3 success.
5 threat.
Jesus.
You succeed, but you
success.
die.
I mean,
5 threats. So,
That's a
as a reminder,
lot.
you don't have a spellcasting focus.
This is correct. I'm not. This is all going through me, baby.
Oh, yikes. So I'm gonna go with this one.
Always good when the DM says it like that.
All other spellcasters and creatures attuned to magical energies within a day's travel become aware of the character.
first one.
Introducing the supervillain of this
I
detected you
it's a
from a
Dragon
mile
Ball Z
away.
scenario. Now, anyone who casts magic within a day's journey suddenly notices you, and it's reasonable to assume that Desdemona also.
She is,
Now-
in fact, within a day's travel.
Is this a day's journey on foot or in an airship? Because those are two very different things.
It's vague and magical, and you don't know.
Sweet. I probably don't even know this happened.
A day's journey for an ant?
About 30 feet.
Much
But
more than
Desdemona,
that.
Yeah,
Desdemona
fast.
even like gives you a side eye, smiles, turns back to the target, and takes your shot anyways.
Oh no.
Hoo boy.
That's either great or terrible.
Yeah, that's a bullseye. Ding, flap, flap, flap. The flappy bit flaps.
Flappy bits.
Shucks.
I applaud for her. And
Thank
hope
you,
everyone
thank
else
you.
does as well.
Well, boys, that's just the first one. I do believe we've got 2 more targets.
2 more targets indeed,
Are we
madam.
doing this golf rules? Whoever's got the lowest score goes first? Well, I guess that would leave the order intact from the first round, so...
Yes, it would. Ow. I go to the next target. And I take my place and I prepare to shoot again. I'm like, come on, you can do this. You can do this. You're great at stuff, right?
So add another purple.
Right? Right? Anyone?
Contemplating
No?
whether or not I
Right.
would like to curse Hunter.
Um,
I don't.
Are you
think-
maintaining that curse?
I'm maintaining it.
Okay.
so it's 3 purple now, right?
Yes,
Because we're at long range.
indeed.
I'm gonna aim twice.
Do it.
Do it. That's a triumph. Whichever one the X is, I can't remember.
That's a failure.
And 3 advantage. I shoot it, but it ricochets back and hits me, and I die. New character.
Did you factor the
Wind.
failure? Triumphs come with 1 success attached to them,
Ooh.
so that could cancel out because you only had 1 failure.
Yeah.
So
Which-
that's net. That's a wash
But with 3 advantage.
with 3 advantage and a triumph. So you miss. What's your? Oh, you know what? I know. You actually
Straight.
you completely miss. Your shot goes wide and hits the far target instead.
Is that a challenge?
I look super confident as best I can.
You look very confident with your 3 advantages in the triumph.
Well, I guess we're
Whoops.
skipping the
I missed.
middle target. So I'm shooting at the extreme.
That's a dangerous level of
we're
eyebrow
just
raising.
jumping now.
Um,
Guess we're just going straight to the extreme.
all right, so here's my normal shot. Here's aiming. Here's holding concentration.
How many times did you aim?
I'm only going to aim once because I'm holding concentration.
Because I don't need it.
Now, here's some more questions. Eagle Eye. Once per encounter, expand range band.
Can I
Does that
hamstring
mean
shot the target?
You
Don't-
increase the range of your gun. It doesn't change the difficulty.
Okay. Is it more difficult for a long range gun to shoot extreme? Like-
Yes.
Technically, it's actually not possible.
Oh,
Rules
okay.
is written.
For Eagle Eye?
to try and hit it.
The talent I have?
Oh no, not. Yeah, you can increase your reach.
Okay.
Sorry.
And now you-
I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah.
So now you just can hit it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all it is.
But it is for difficulty.
Yeah. Do I still have Quick Strike for the added boost?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's not a moving target.
Yeah. Do I take strain for double maneuvering?
No.
Cool. That's two triumphs.
2 triumphs.
I should wait till I cancel everything out. It's 2 triumphs.
Yeah, that's a bullseye.
Is it getting hot here? Is it just out here?
Yeah, that was a once per
It's the
second
sun.
ability.
It's dusk. Why is it?
All right, Desdemona.
Still cursing.
I hope you know the script says I get another shot because we're in the extreme range now.
Oh, okay. I was gonna curse Desdemona again.
Aren't you maintaining the 1 curse already?
I can maintain 2, but I'm not going to.
Everyone.
It's too late.
It just hurts.
It hurts.
It hurts me.
As she goes to shoot, she gives off an exasperated sigh, whips her head around and looks at the silicoid, and just glares.
I continue to do nothing but float there
And maintain the curse.
and maintain the curse.
And her gun's dissipated, and she turns back to Tiffany and she says, "I'm not going to partake in your little shenanigans here if your compatriot is going to continue to curse me."
I got real loud,
What are you doing?
hoping that she didn't.
Looking at
The audience didn't hear.
Arnold.
Oh, not that one. I think you know very well who I'm talking about there, Tiff.
Viceroy, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can make this. I'm going to pretend that this was all just a big misunderstanding. It was an accident. Oh my! And I'm just gonna give the silicoid version of a shrug. It's just a weird rippling effect, and I'm going to let go of the curse.
All right. Her gun forms once more, and she takes a shot. She gets a solid hit off the target, but she did not roll 2 triumphs.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to beat 2 triumphs.
It's an arrow in the arrow kind of bullet.
Yeah, I sort of used all of my shit.
All of everything.
Well, boys, do you have some sort of judge panel? How do you score
Yeah,
this?
Wait a second, I still need to shoot at the extreme one. I move over.
You just did.
No,
you
I
already
did.
hit the extreme one. Huh?
I hit the long range one. Never mind.
You
That's
shot at
right.
the long one and hit the extreme one.
That's right. I remembered what happened. Never mind.
We just
Wait a
jumped to
second.
medium.
You're right. And I come up and I start measuring distance into the bullseye, which he hit.
So the far
But you
target.
skipped the long range one. You hit the easy one and the extreme
Everyone
one.
did.
Well, so she bullseyed the first target.
Mm.
He bullseyed the third target.
And no one hit the second target.
No one's shot at. Well, you're the only one who shot at.
I've
the second
hit
target.
both, but bullseyed none.
Well, boys, it would seem that we need some sort of tiebreaker.
I mean, that target was further away. I think that just means that it's worth more points than your.
I'd say that's a small sample size. You'd know something about that, wouldn't you? Why don't we ask what they think?
I mean,
Ah,
I
the
wasn't planning on taking off
applausometer.
my pants.
Yes, of course. Let's do that. Ladies and gentlemen. And I begin
Here, let's shoot at the middle target.
preparation.
Roll charm.
Oh,
Is this all of us?
Well, you're not in contention here.
Oh, right. I just
You're
forfeit
MCing
now.
at this point.
As 100 points to each of them, I'm going to give Evan a significantly more interesting spotlight. I'm going to give her kind of like a crummy one.
Take a boost. And if Tiffany's Law
Tiffany's Law.
holds
Tiffany's
true.
Law.
Tiffany's Law is as follows. If a boost die is rolled after a check has already been rolled, it will roll a blank.
And it still holds
And it
today.
holds today. Someone actually on Reddit pointed out to me that the dice are almost a Tiffany blue colored, so it makes sense. But I was like, that's weird.
That's weird. You're weird.
I don't know what to call it.
You should feel bad.
Anyway, back to steampunk space cowboy Mars.
Where nothing is.
What'd you get there on your charm roll?
3 success.
All right.
Oh yeah, that is pretty similar.
Just 3 success, like,
Just 3 success, no
Like that.
advantage.
okay.
Is this a contested check?
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, 3 success.
3 success. Okay. The crowd doesn't cheer very much for either of you.
Yay!
Woo!
They're kind of confused. Like they're not really tracking what's going on.
Let's shoot at the middle target. It's just
Yeah, let's just shoot.
Yeah.
We should have just shot at
Yeah,
the
we
middle
should've.
target.
All right, at this point, I just don't even bother in partaking.
Are they done? I thought they were 3 targets.
A tiebreaker! Woo! And I try to instill some kind of excitement in the fucking crowd. Jesus Christ.
maintain order. I'll shoot first. 3 success, 2 advantage.
All right. Yeah, you get a clean hit around center ring.
I would like to put a barrier on the target. So I guess this is the
So
question
the
I should
target's
ask.
at long range.
Right. So
Actually, it's
how
long
invisible
range
can
from
I make
them.
this barrier?
This is
We already have their money.
You don't have their money yet.
No, but they're here. They're trapped until they give us
So
money.
you're actually at extreme range from this.
Okay, I think that's more than I can manage physically. So
Okay.
I guess not.
I mean, I think you can.
Desdemona's just gonna shoot it. How about that?
Yeah.
How about she just shoots it?
Yeah.
I'm
She
fine. with
shoots
that.
at it. Oh, and boy, does she.
She gets 5
You
tries.
can just keep adding purple dice.
She gets a bullseye. on
God
this one.
damn it.
Who?
Tier curse it.
There you go. That's better.
That
No,
didn't.
peanut gallery.
It's a
All right.
mediocre.
Alright.
Low to middling.
Yeah, no, she gets a bullseye.
That was the sound of the
Yeah,
flapping.
no,
Yeah,
Flap
no,
out
we
bits.
got it. Yeah.
Hush falls over the crowd.
Hush.
What
The
was
same guy. Wait, who won?
I don't care, and I grab Tiffany's hand and I lift it up.
Roll deception.
That's what I'm
like,
good at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shine a bunch of
You've
spotlights
got
and
3
like
boosts die from your compatriots all, and the fact that they don't know who Desdemona is. The difficulty is still
upgrade.
formidable. Daunting.
I'm upgrading the check, so that means that you upgrade a green to a purple.
It's
or
a
popcorn.
green to a yellow, or you.
Yeah.
If
One of
you
your
just-
green popcorns.
add a green.
So it's 4 purple, right?
Yeah.
These are great sounds that are happening right now.
That was me reaching across the table, being a little bit of a silly butt.
Oh, is that mine too?
Yeah.
That's 6 success and 3 threat, right?
Yes.
3 threat.
You rolled the most obscene.
That's me.
I guess no, you rolled the other one.
That's me.
I just rolled 2 triumph for there because I'm a bad.
I feel like part of it is people are confused because they think since Tiffany is a girl's name, that's why they think Tiffany won.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no, that.
I don't
makes
know
lot
a
of sense.
concise way to resolve this.
I guess
How
that's
does-
the end of the session.
How does this work?
Yeah, everyone's applauding. And then Desdemona walks up and she's like, "So what's the second place prize?"
Was there a prize for first place?
No, right this way.
I'm gonna
It's,
follow him as he leads her to wherever
I'm
we're
going
going.
to take her up into the dirigible.
All right.
Not like to
Hawthorne.
the, not to
Through
the pit.
inventory.
Hawthorne, that's the prize.
No, I'm not giving up Hawthorne. I love Hawthorne.
As we go up
My
there,
sweet metal baby boy.
as we
that's
go
a
up
joke.
there,
I
I'm
love
going to
Hawthorne.
kind of like open up a little side of me, but not show it to her. It's just kind of like a bit of me is going to flow away to show inside a pair of handcuffs, a smoke grenade, and a potion of healing.
I grab the potion of healing.
All right. You give her an unlabeled flask because this is one that Jaden has made.
This is one that I have.
This is a potion of healing.
She tilts her head.
Should
grabs
your
it.
gun skills ever prove incapable of getting you out of a
someone's
scrap.
better.
She
than you
strides
get
over to Tiffany and holds out the potion of healing. And you suffer 6 strain.
That's fine.
It's fine.
No, it's not that bad.
You suffer 6 strain as a sick burn.
No, I don't. Okay, I drink it to heal the strain. No, that's not happening. I put it in my pocket and I walk back up to the ritual.
I begin.
See you, Tiff.
Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. If you'll make your way right this way to the exit gates where your fee will be collected.
Tuckery's collecting.
Tiffany extends his middle finger towards Miss
Desdemona.
She's my antagonist. I should know this.
I had to slip you a note. To
I know, and I
remind you.
lost it. It's here now.
How much do we get?
All right, so
How much was this
everyone clears out?
terrible show for?
Everyone clears
That's
out.
where you got to start convincing them that it was great.
Yeah.
Everybody clears out.
Oh,
and,
thank you so amazing, wasn't it?
Tuckery takes a hat around as people are leaving.
Can I try to coerce them that they had a good time?
No.
Damn it. Can I deceive them that they had a good time?
So you start tallying that money, and then you get the collections from both Gladys and Athica, and you total that together. And once you've got all the change counted, you have in your hands 68 silver pieces.
Which are torches.
Yes, 68 torches.
Okay.
Come on, run with the cannon.
I wrote the cannon.
I am the cannon.
We wrote the cannon.
Tiffany was gay the whole time. It's a
I mean,
J.K. Rowling joke.
I mean, probably. Probably doesn't pander to either or. Nah, he's ace. I'm saying it.
All right, it's on the record. Mark that in your character sheet.
Okay. Viceroy, you, and Tiffany, and also
Tuckery.
Tuckery, each get 15 torches.
How much do you get?
I got 22.
Yeah. Fair.
Fair enough. All right.
So what was the first place prize?
Nothing. We didn't have a price. We were here to spend money.
So she just walks away without a prize?
Yes, she does.
That's fantastic.
That was kind of stressful for a couple of us.
I suffered nothing
Yeah.
because I was there for the reason that I was there to make money.
I thought it was fun watching you guys shoot things.
Well, thank
That's
you.
Tuckery.
I
Tiffany
appreciate
cleans
it.
his gun angrily.
I thought it was a
Wait.
smashing good time.
Thank you, Hawthorne.
I couldn't see anything. You
I
didn't
know.
post for me.
I won. I didn't.
I don't believe you.
I don't think anyone won, really.
I never believed in you.
Feel like we oh. Hey, you want a first place prize? We can't milk this town for any more money. I don't think it's worth this much money.
At least not until
The skimmer race.
Skimmer season.
It's also
That was my impression of the Jack Fenton character you've told me of.
Skimmer season. I think honestly we should maybe like help out
So
Grumblebint
Tucker got a job.
and then leave.
Tuckery's got
So if we
Viceroy,
leave,
anything?
is he going to come with us?
me.
I give a rendition of the horrible gobbling consumption noises that we all witnessed.
That's in the special features.
Yeah.
That's a bonus scene that got cut for being too edgy.
Any opinion on what else? Because we can help out Grimblebin today.
I think it's time for us to move on.
Hop towns. Well, good night. And I go and wallow in shame.
I assume the sleep order is the same as usual. Tiffany, you can't tell if he sleeps or not.
Ooh, edgy.
'Cause he's
Tuckery
edgy.
sleeps in an
We
overhead
rolled for
compartment.
this.
I
Oh
sleep.
no, you sleep in the overhead
I
compartment.
sleep in the overhead. Thank you.
No, we
You're
were-
both short, so I confused you.
It happens a lot.
Yeah, it really does.
Viceroy, before we go to sleep, while they're going off to the dirigible, is going to go and see if Ms. Stark and the apothecary is open.
At this hour.
Yeah.
At this time of day in this
this
part of the country,
late
localized
hour.
entirely within her shop. Yeah, you go to her shop and the lights are off.
Yeah, I expect as much.
'Cause
I'm
it's-
going to pick the lock.
Yeah, that's where I
God.
thought that was going.
You can probably
Yeah,
just
okay,
funnel
roll
through it.
skullduggery.
No, he's got big parts. And
Difficulty?
he has things inside of him.
That's
we
gonna
all?
be average. It's
Average. Oh, I don't succeed. Okay. That's going to be 2 advantage and a failure.
okay. What's your advantage?
I managed to realize that this is not worth my effort and go back to the dirigible before I cause too much more problems.
That's how the game should be played.
You do that.
Wait a moment. This is a terrible idea.
I'm about to commit a crime. This could have serious consequences.
That could pool over onto the people I care about.
Let's not do this.
Put the
JD.
views.
But the memes.
Yeah, I would go back to the dirigible and I'm just gonna stand guard.
You don't sleep, do you?
No.
You just kind of.
Oh, no, I'm gonna go back to the pit.
You gonna go to the pit?
I'm gonna go to the pit.
Oh god.
I'm gonna get some parts. This is my. I've
construct
got a couple
myself
of things
a
I need to do that are gonna be. This is just RP for how I'm going to get some talents later on. I'm gonna collect a bunch of raw materials. I'm specifically looking for clockwork pieces.
Okay. I mean, there's a lot of metal waste.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna.
Craft skimmers and whatnot.
Metal
I'm gonna spend most of the night before the first light of dawn comes out. I'm gonna get everything that I've collected, and I'm gonna start. And I'm just gonna leave it there for a second, and I'm going to draw a circle in the ground. I'm going to take a chunk of metal and use it to scrape a circle in the dust, and I'm just going to start pouring energy into that circle so I can do something with it later.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you roll anything because
Yeah, because I'm not doing anything yet.
you're not really doing anything.
Yeah.
But you're doing it.
Yep.
You're pouring magic.
I'm pouring so much magic. Then after a little bit of that, I'm just gonna piece by piece start bringing my stuff over to the dirigible.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spend a night gathering bits of metal. I should note that while you don't need to sleep, you do need to
Rest.
Yeah.
So you
Charge.
do not regain any strain,
Yeah, that's fine.
but that's it. No other real detriments. All right. Well, as the sun rises, Tiffany's awake, and presumably much later, our Newald is awake.
Because Tiffany's edgy insomniac.
Tuckery's going to work.
Of course he is.
He's gone by the time our Newald's awake.
He made me breakfast. It was lovely.
I don't eat breakfast.
Man. Oh. Is that like a dwarf thing or?
Yeah. We wake up late. We have lunch.
I mean, I'm not gonna.
We only usually wake up about the time we can start drinking. I don't really.
Which
drink
to them
that
is
much.
any time of the day.
That's also true. I wake up early just means more alcohol consumption throughout the day.
It's real issue.
It's a very big issue, which is why I don't do it anymore. Good morning. Are there eggs?
It's 3 days clean.
I eat breakfast for lunch.
I'm proud.
Like a true American.
I mean, the first meal you eat after a fast is breakfast. But...
And then I try to find Grimblebint.
All right.
That's my job today.
Oh yeah,
Weren't we
were
supposed
gonna
to meet
do that
him, like,
last
at the end
night.
of the-
Yes, we were. But
Yeah.
that didn't happen. So I'm
That
gonna.
didn't happen.
I'm gonna try to find him today.
He just knows that we're a very reliable brand.
Absolutely. If that show was anything to show for it.
Yeah, I think it's time to skip town.
They can shoot things.
I sure can.
our ride happened. Just not Viceroy, because he can't say this, but
I know
common
his
sense might
regular place
dictate.
and time that he shows up.
You do.
our ride.
If you want to
works
try
here,
and find him,
and
you could
therefore
roll a
won't be able to
streetwise check.
get us out of
I'll
here.
do that just because I have it and I want to roll stuff because it's fun.
it's going to be average.
We've gotten along
Okay.
without dirigible before.
Streetwise, there it is. And it's cunning, which I have 3 of. A whole 3.
Hoofing it through the wastes, though, is
You said 3 purple?
2. It's average.
Ooh, that's what that means.
He's not a particularly...
He's a pretty standout person.
people notice him.
They know where he is.
And they also aren't afraid to talk about
all
him.
times. That is 1 of these.
One threat is
One
your
threat.
total?
Yeah.
Okay. It's too early in the day, and most of the people who you want to talk to are busy.
Yeah.
Like, they're doing things.
Then I just go to the rust hole and I chill with Hawthorne for a while
All right.
until he shows up. You can cut to someone else if you want.
Sure. What are you doing, Mr. Tiffany?
I guess I'm gonna start looking to see what sorts of transportation exists in this town.
All right. Why don't you roll me a easy perception check?
Boy, oh boy, am I good at that.
Easy as 1.
Oh yeah. Dummy. Wash.
That's clean.
Yep.
Okay.
Like
Tasteful
Mom's
wash.
feet.
Deep clean.
We'll get to that. What are you doing, Mr. Viceroy?
I've seen how well having a servant has worked out for Tiffany, so I've decided that I need one. And so, using everything I've collected so far, I have decided to begin construction on my new servant.
All right.
Yeah.
Robots making robots.
Robots making
robots.
It's all
incest?
good.
All hail Astro Boy.
No, that's just reproduction.
Ah.
We happen to be asexual.
Mitosis.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that's the other one.
I think so.
8.
We're not going to worry about it. Go ahead and roll.
The biologist in the room did not answer, so.
What do you... I didn't understand where you were
Go ahead
confused
and
there.
roll a
Roll
hard
a
mechanics.
A hard mechanics?
Hard mechanics.
Hard mechanics.
Making life out of garbage is hard.
Making life out of garbage is hard, but, you know, I'm here, so how hard can it be?
Well, you don't have blood magic, so...
True enough.
Or blood, for that matter.
Speaking of blood,
Speaking of blood.
as part of this creation process, is not just going to be a strictly mechanical creature.
Oh, okay.
So this first part is just the housing, I guess. We'll start with that.
Okay.
Ooh, fun. I didn't roll this at all correctly. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Do-overs are allowed.
Do-overs are... Well, it's fine. It's all really fine, because I got 1 success.
Yeah. You make a little... It's got limbs. They move.
All right.
They're articulated.
That's what I needed. I think just because it's full of, like...
It's got a button on the back, and if you press it, it like, kicks.
Awesome. I needed a kicking button. Perfect. Well, that is my morning.
All right. Meanwhile, Mr. Arnould.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
That's me. Chilling, talking to my gun.
There's not really anybody... the rust hole isn't super busy, usually ever. It's always mildly busy, but it's never super busy. At one point, old Jack Fenton walks in. The airy boy from before, he stops by to get some bites to eat.
Does anyone like recognize me or say anything?
That's a good question. Jack doesn't. Neither does airy boy.
Sweet. Looks like I don't need to get...
But you're talking to your gun, so they're probably just kind of put off by that.
My next plan talent is called Unremarkable, but it seems like I don't need it.
Oh, I have that one.
Any sign of Grumblebint?
Unfortunately, no.
I almost called him Grimblebint.
Grimblebent.
Grimblemint.
Oh, Grimblemint.
Yes.
Actually, not Grumblebent, but you do see, with a ding-ling-ling-ling, the gobbling that was sitting next to him enters in, waddles up to the counter, and slaps exact change on top of it.
This is face mask and burns, right?
Yep. Face mask, and the face mask is like charred in apart. If that wasn't clear earlier,
It's like fused to the
no.
flesh. Okay.
I mean, it doesn't. You don't know,
Okay.
but
I walk up, I feel his face. No.
okay. He slams exact change on the counter. Athiko comes up with a brown bag
Okay.
that's kind of got like the grease stain like thing
Yeah,
going on.
cliche.
Yep.
So I stand up. I'm not gonna like follow him or anything. This is not a stalker. I say, "Excuse me."
No.
This one's gonna be hard to understand too. You're friends with Grumblebint, right?
Oh yeah. Grumblebent's my uncle.
He's your uncle.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's cool.
My name's Dorlin.
Dorlin?
Dorlin.
Derlin?
Dorlin.
Yeah, second try.
He nods.
Okay. Well, Derlin, we spoke with your uncle yesterday before
yeah?
the show. Yeah, he said he
I'm
was.
sorry.
It's all right, really. He said, Tommies were usual stuff, touching his gold, stealing his
He
gold.
talks about the Tommies a whole lot.
Yeah, but we talked to him. He said he doesn't have any proof or anything. He just got
No, he's
gut feeling.
absolutely batshit.
Yeah, we know. We offered to him maybe that we could give him some peace of mind. Well, we didn't say that to him. This was us thinking we could give him some peace of mind by maybe like staking out. We're kind of hired people. We really do whatever's required of us when we can.
Oh yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Working man, some blue collars.
Exactly, blue collar. Totally honest. And we offered to him that we could maybe stake out or protect his gold for a day or two or something like
yeah?
that. If it makes him feel a bit better.
You'd probably be charging him for this, right?
Probably, yeah. Just because we're putting in
It
work.
just seems like, why would you pay somebody to guard all your money? You know, because that costs you money. Then you have less money.
Because he believes that his money's in danger.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes some sense.
Yeah.
See, I don't know about all these things. I'm just... I race skimmers when it's in season.
That last part I kind of missed. I didn't.
Oh, I'm a skimmer racer.
Oh, you're skimmer racer when it's
Yeah.
in season.
I love
That's
it.
what you said.
I live with my uncle because I don't make any money.
Oh. It's not really working out for you.
Well, what little money I make, I spend on repairs.
And I assume that's like this happened while you were at your work.
What happened?
Nothing. So
I crash a lot.
yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, if you are perhaps interested, this would less be like paying us to protect something that we know, you and me, probably isn't in danger, and more paying us to maybe give him some peace of mind, maybe relax
I
a little
don't
bit.
know. Like, he's crazy, but sometimes I wonder.
Yeah, maybe there
How
are times,
crazy is he? Like, is it all fake?
or
is
was it?
part of it, like,
Well,
totally real?
that could be paying us to find out. Also, would you like to have the answers once and for all?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
He looked like he was kind of
Spacing out.
spacing out.
Yeah. You were just saying that you're gonna take me to your uncle.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Sweet, let's go.
And he starts walking off.
Okay.
without grabbing the bag from the counter.
I grab it for him. Oh God, I just asked Dory to lead the way.
As dope as he may seem,
Yeah,
he does know the way to his uncle's house.
he knows the way.
Oh God.
Sorry.
But after a short jaunt, you kind of go up into the hills, the mesa-like cliffs that overlook the river, and kind of on the back end, so you're not really visible from town, there's a rugged shack.
Those are the best kinds.
Like wholesomely rugged, or like I'm not sure if I want to go in there rugged.
Wholesomely rugged.
Okay.
Wholesomely rugged.
Like, I feel like if I step on a floorboard too close to a wall, everything's gonna collapse.
Not quite like that.
Okay.
It looks when you step inside through the like curtain draped door. There's there's a lot of supports. It's just that there's a lot of supports.
More than there probably was when it was first built.
Yeah, this thing's rickety.
Okay. Is Grumblebint in here? Grumblebint, sorry.
He's not.
Is he prospecting, I guess?
Yeah, he's totally turning down at the river.
Down at the river? Okay. Well, how about I take this to him? I hold the lunch.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, don't worry, I got you.
Bye.
Sweet. I turn around and I go to the river, I guess. God, this is a dead end, isn't it?
He runs out the front door. He's like, "What taking with you?
All right, come on.
I'm gonna grab my fishing pole."
Okay.
He runs back inside.
He doesn't come out. He forgets.
Yeah.
Sweet. I wait for like 2 minutes and then I go. Like I just assume that's what's happening.
All right.
Down to the river.
A short jaunt around the shore. You're not sure where you're supposed to be going, but pretty quickly off, you see a stream that's sort of a little outlet of the river.
Mm-hmm.
And as you follow it down, you eventually see, stooped over, standing up to his waist in water, is the big old floppy hat of Grumblebint. There's a pack, and his pickaxe leaned up against it on the side of the river.
I say, "Hey, got your lunch." Promise there's no Tommies around, I promise.
What?
I have lunch for you. And I come down the slope.
He wades through the water. That's actually, it's not that deep, but
No.
it's just that small. Waddles toward you. Oh, there we go. He just sets the bag on the ground and opens it, spreading it with both of his hands, and then just sticks his head in it while standing up. And then just rustling bag noises.
No.
And then he just sort of crumples it up, tosses it. Well, thank you. Where's my nephew?
He's up back at the shack.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Forgetful.
Terrible pilot.
Yep.
Oh, man.
I concur. So we never got a chance to talk last night.
No, I was pretty tuckered out after all.
Yeah, I get that.
and whatnot.
Stressfully.
Out of my
believe
life,
me.
you know. Good old Grumblebin could go at any moment.
Oh, really?
I'm just kidding with you.
Oh, okay. You never know.
But being real, I'm getting up there in age. I'm almost 30 years old.
Oh, wow. That's a while. You know, I'm only 145 myself, but, you know, so I can relate.
You see he's kind of like counting on fingers for a second, and then he
Yeah.
throws
Counts
his hand.
10 times, then 4 more times, then half of that.
What?
Nothing. Listen, we were discussing the other day.
You know, that's what I don't trust about them Tommies.
Too good at math.
Too many numbers.
Oh, right, that too. It, like, Arnold just stands there kind of flexing his hands like he just realized he really doesn't know what he's doing here.
So you want to guard my gold?
Yeah, if you're up for that, if that gives you some peace of mind, we could protect it, maybe catch him in the act if there is an act that is being to be caught.
Well, I'm gonna be panning for probably a couple days down in this spot. I think I'm this close, and he holds his hand up, and his fingers aren't very close together.
No. Like, it's close, but not, like, comparatively.
I think I'm this close to my pocket.
Really? So still a few.
There's a pocket out there.
Still a while, then.
There's golden...
Them hills, them hills.
Well, I'm not sure if it's over there or maybe we'll try it here.
But, you know, that's what the extra days of panning are for. Find out where it is.
It's one to two business or panning days.
1 to 2 panning days.
Yeah.
That means 1 to 2 weeks, basically.
We'll see if it pans out.
Hey! Robots can't do that.
Some panning jokes for you.
What?
That's the other thing I don't trust about them Tommies.
Can't make jokes.
Don't laugh.
Damn Skippy.
Yeah. Well, if there's like a secret cache or something that you need us to guard, or if you just want us to be around to protect you, we can only...
Oh, it's just... It's up in the shack.
Up in the shack?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
how about we protect the shack for a day and that's it?
Okay, I'll pay you... He counts on his fingers together and he's like...
How about 145? How about that?
Roll negotiation.
Hey! I'm not good at this. Oh, good, it's presents. So 1 green die. And that's it. That's nothing.
You rolled a blank.
Yeah.
You rolled a blank?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
145. 130.
You got it. Man, you drive a hard bargain, but...
Okay.
All right. Sweet.
So you and your buddies and...
Yes, no Tommies, I promise.
well, maybe you could use your Tommy. Maybe if it's one of them, they'll...
Our Tommy, maybe, he could probably, like, infiltrate them, get them to trust, make them think that something good's going on, and then we ambush them and take them out.
Kill all of them.
Yeah, all the Tommies, except for ours.
Strewn their cogs all across the town.
Sure.
Send a message.
Yeah. You could do that. Sure.
The river's gonna be black with oil tonight.
I should probably specify, like 130, like, torches.
Right.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. The money.
Yeah, money.
The common currency.
130
standard
not
currency.
like, not 130 gold flecks. Like
No.
130 silver.
Or the equivalent.
Or the exact equivalent, yes.
Equal grade of value.
Yes.
In,
Sweet.
In-store credit.
Okay, I'm gonna... No, not an in-store credit.
It's a GameStop joke. I'm
It's
just
a
playing.
GameStop.
That's an old tale from my family.
Aren't you guys making more money off of this than the whole...
Oh,
Yes,
God,
we
yeah.
are.
So
Act
much
twice
more.
as much.
This is why I do things. All right, well, tell you what. I'm going to get started right now. I'm going to call my friends over. Everything will work out just fine.
Okay.
Got it. So through tomorrow at dawn is when it stops. That's when the pay period ends.
All right.
Sweet. I leave. I just turn around.
Goodbye.
Bye. I just like
Lots of
He
smooth
starts singing his
exits.
I just
panning song.
aged 2 years talking to this family.
Gonna find a nugget. And then I'm gonna find a pocket. Oh, my pocket lies over the ocean. My pocket lies over the very large desert. My pocket, please bring my pocket to me. Oh, love that song.
It's a good one. Bye.
I thought you were already gone.
As I'm walking away.
What are you still doing here? Go, Godman!
You know, I don't know. Let's go.
Tommy's gonna come take my home.
I leave forever.
All right.
I call my friends over and be like, hey, if you want to come, I guess.
What are you doing, Tiffany?
I was looking for
It's-
transport
Still looking for transport? Where are you looking for transport?
around. It's a small town.
It's a small town. There's mostly buildings. There is a
GM smiles and frantically looks through notes.
there is a in the south end of town, a large set of wooden struts and walkways, essentially kind of like scaffolding. And this scaffolding takes up, like, what would take up a couple of houses worth of space. It's pretty big, but there's nothing really there until you see overhead a small little schooner, a flying boat, flies and docks as off steps an elf with no, that's the wrong note. A trail woman with a shaved head, super beefy, very large, with a tiny captain's hat, a gnome man with a curly mustache, a gobbling gal with a fishing pole, and a very muscular, dark-skinned Airy who's not wearing a shirt. And they're all disembarking this here ship. You see some scrawled, painted letters along the side of it that read, "The Jelly Bludgeon."
Ah.
Oh, God.
All right, I go up the scaffolding.
They're all jostling and jiving and shoving each other and having a grand old time.
Hi, friends.
They all just kind of stop and look at you. The trail woman steps through as they part. Who are you? I am Greta.
Wait, name's Tiffany. So I'm looking for transport for me and a couple of my friends.
You are looking for transport for you and a couple of friends.
Yeehaw.
Is that a yes?
Yes, sorry.
I was
I'm trying to
making
keep
sure
my
I heard you
accent,
correctly.
Because sometimes when talking to that accent, I slip into that accent, and it's hard.
Oh, that is...
Yeah, no,
Shame.
it's a weird thing for someone who grew up speaking nothing but country, and
Well, where are you going,
we don't
Mr. Tiffany?
we don't really have a destination. We're just
So you
going-
are looking for boat to nowhere.
boat to the next town,
Do you have coin?
of course.
Well, Jelly Bludgeon is fishing vessel. We do not travel far often unless there is big pay. Generally, as well, she is not very powerful under her own, so she has to stick to the magnetic fields of the rivers. She is skimmer in schooner's clothings.
That poor gal.
Loft is expensive and there's not a good place to get it here, so
Yeah, you.
have to do what we have to do.
All right. Do you happen to have any areas that you frequent other than Russ?
On occasion, not usually this time of year, we make runs as far as Lake Argyle, but she shrugs.
All right. I'll.
There will need to be compensation,
Yes, of course. I'll go talk to my compatriots.
and we'll also have to see if we don't hate all of you.
Fair enough. Yeah. Talk to my compatriots, and I'll come back to you. How long are you gonna be here for?
We live here
Oh. I mean, when's the next time you're going fishing?
tomorrow.
Okay. Dawn, I assume.
You make Greta laugh. We leave before dawn.
Yeah.
Lights scare fish.
You know, scarce fish.
Me.
Big, loud ships. I'm leaving now.
Man.
Did you hear him? He called the Jelly Bludgeon big and loud. What a silly man. And Senor Viceroy.
Yeah. I've got something of a metal corpse. I'm going to try and conjure some life into it and see how that works.
All right, you can go ahead and roll that.
What kind of that am I gonna roll?
Magic.
Magic. What is the difficulty? Sorry.
I'm gonna say this is daunting.
That makes sense.
It's not easy.
Here's a couple of things I want to see if I can do. One, can I get a bonus dice from my inventor talent for this?
Yes.
And secondly, can I overchannel to give myself some threat, but to reduce the difficulty?
Yes, you may.
I'm going to do that twice, if I can,
Okay.
because I can do that.
Note that having threat on crafting is
Always good, I'm aware.
always very good.
You know, so it is going to be one success, and I guess that's 4 threat. This is going to be,
It's live.
but does it want to
So,
be?
describe the nature of the creature.
I have created, because I'm working with very sharp and oddly shaped cast-off metals, I've created something like a scrap heap 5-legged spider that is covered in nasty, sharp joints
Okay.
and pointy edges.
Your 5 threat is going to be the fact that it acts like a puppy and is dumb as
Oh, yes.
Did you just make Dur?
Behold!
I am then going to project upon it my understanding of the cosmos as it is. I give it total and complete understanding of where magic comes from and what its meaning and the meaning of its existence and what that pertains.
The threat is that only makes it dumber.
Oh shit, I'm a dog. I guess I'll be a dog.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm going to take.
How big is it?
It's silhouette 0, so it's about the
Oh.
size of a goblin.
Yeah.
Gobbling,
Or
sorry.
a medium-sized dog.
Or a medium-sized dog.
This is the best thing I could have ever wished for.
I'm going to throw down the discarded oil tank and just kind of like shine a little light on it.
You want me to fill that up?
Hunter looks very disappointed.
I feel pain all over.
What do you want me to fill this up with, sir?
That's
Fill this up!
And then I'm going to roll it over to the side where it says oil tank, and I'm going to kind of flash a light on that.
Oil? That's what humans have!
Oh no. Oh, I have.
It's the shiny wet stuff that makes everything move.
Oh, this is not gonna be. Then I'm going to handcuff it. And I'm just gonna handcuff it to the dirigible.
Oh man, now I've only got 7 hands!
Yep. I'm just gonna handcuff it to the dirigible, and I'm gonna leave it there for now, because.
These handcuffs are too tight.
Too
tight!
Because I am a scared god, and my creation terrifies me, and I'm gonna go find my friends.
Do you think that God hides in heaven because he too fears what he creates?
Shut up, Goldblum.
Hey! Not Goldblum.
That's not Goldblum.
Sorry, Buscemi. I was thinking, just because you could doesn't mean you should.
I wonder if I can rip my own arm off!
Anyways, meanwhile,
I will call this creature Buscemi and Buscemi only.
what are you up to, Hunter?
I guess I've tried to contact these two and tell them what's happening and be like, hey, listen, I'm making a lot of money right now. By basically just kind of standing around and napping and talking to Hawthorne. So if you all want to join in on the conversation making money, feel free. If not, I will not pay you.
How?
Smiley. Just come here and stand here.
Now, how are you doing this?
I don't know. I send you a raven.
Probably just at some point you guys probably all meet back up at the dirigible
Yeah,
after he's done talking to people at the docks.
yeah. Be like, hey, I can only be here for a bit because I have somewhere to be where we could all be if you wanted, guarding this guy's shack to protect his gold. Because he promised us 140 torches. Sorry, 130. 130 torches after we do it. And I will split it with you only if you're there. Because I'm bored. And I need people to talk to. And I won't pay you if you're not there. Anyone?
Where are we going?
Ah!
So how is this being communicated?
The
Message?
He just said we met back up.
Oh, I was...
you're all back at the dirigible, and that's why
Why, when you were silent, I was confused.
Yeah,
an
no.
untitled spider robot.
Untitled.
Behold!
Buscemi.
What did you do?
I really have no way to explain this
I'm
whatsoever.
alive and everything hurts.
Some kind of beautiful...
My life is metallic
Dramatic
agony,
of
but
meat.
alas, I am synthetic.
One might call it a Buscemi.
There is no escape.
Oh, God. I'm not even going to ask, because I know you can't answer.
For I have no name. They do not reply.
I'm going to get as far away from here as I can and stop at the shack. Do you
Yeah,
want to
I'm
come?
going to go ahead and go with you.
Sweet, let's go.
Did you stay here?
Take me with you.
No.
No.
That's not going to happen.
Why have I been created only to be left behind?
Ask him.
I pat its head.
Ask him. It bites.
It's sharp.
Yeah.
It is all twisted metal.
I take a knife and stab it gently.
It's more sharp somehow.
Sharpened it. Good job.
Let's get out of
It's a
here.
hole in it, and now it's just more jagged.
Let's just go. Let's just
Okay.
Why do you torture me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow
Wait, come
behind
back.
him.
I want to play with the knife.
Viceroy, you better have this fixed before I get back.
This cannot be allowed
Last
to
Roy is just
exist.
kind of like
Nothing
shaking.
can fix me, for I am in of myself an error.
I am who I am. I just quoted God.
Grundlebinks, that's his name.
Grumblebint.
Grumblebint, same thing. We just go to his shack and kind of wait.
All right,
Looking tough and armed and serious.
you do that.
But we're talking about girls. I don't know.
Yep, girls.
They exist.
Have you guys
Uh-huh.
even seen Becky?
Oh my god.
So Tiffany,
Ah!
Oh God, that one needs to shut up when the goblin comes.
What are you talking about?
that's Desdemona, fellow.
So, I think it was a woman.
I believe it was a woman. Who am I to judge? I'm only a gun.
Yeah, she's a woman.
Only a gun.
What?
She sure is a woman.
I guess
For a fellow, I do find she's quite the woman.
she's a. Oh man.
The thing that astonishes me is how, being a woman, she somehow managed to have a more badass name than you do.
Now, I have to agree with that.
You know, you're not wrong.
It's got demon in it. That's pretty rad.
I suppose it does. My name has Arn in it.
Mine
And
has.
ooh,
And Ould.
Mine has Fanny.
You're right, so badass.
where I'm from, that means
Bad things.
vagina.
Oh, I mean, you go. Switch. It's butt.
Or more specifically, poop.
Okay, I think
I didn't realize that it had such a mouth.
I didn't realize it had a mouth at all. I'm gonna go ahead and holster Hawthorne.
Why don't both of you roll me a perception check?
What? Why would we do that? We're only staking out. Why would you?
It's getting dark, by the way.
Is this
As in,
contested?
it is dark now.
Is there a
You don't know.
difficulty?
Thank God it's cunning.
Cool. 3
Jesus.
success.
How many?
3.
3.
2 success and 3 advantage.
You hear a rustling,
No, I mean
Of
3
sand.
success.
Oh,
as if something were moving through the sand.
I pull up my gun.
And with that, that is where we're going to leave off for the week. Thank you all for listening. This has been the Red Rock Podcast.
Yeehaw.
I'm your game master.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Bye.
What is the source of that mysterious rustling noise? What horrors await the assassin and the conman in the night? What fate lies in store for the metallic monstrosity? And does the prospector even have any gold? All these questions and more will be answered next time on the Red Rock Podcast.